The top lane pick is actually pretty narrow for this last rotation.
Yep.
It's going to be Maokai. Jhin have a lot of early game tools taking advantage, but I really like the comp that CJ have for late game team fighting. And the late game team fighters are ready to late game team fight, and the control team is looking to take control of the early game. So, sticking with type, both teams. Only CC will be from Kuzan.
Kuzan's posturing forward, goes in, the chain connects, he flashes, but it's still gonna root him.
Doesn't have the damage.
Heals available.
No.
Looks like he's just gonna have to pop both summoners. He will get out with his life. But oh, that's gonna be Madlife going in, locks down Pilot. Nice shield by Chei to block the W, but Bubbling's coming around the side. It's gonna be the exhaust onto him as well. Flashes coming out. Bubbling did not get the body slam. That looked really rough. Pilot with barely any HP is actually going to be able to walk out of here. Madlife goes in, cannot quite finish him off. Madlife's going to get stunned up, does not have the ultimate. He could go down. Trace has arrived, is slowing everybody with a Riptide. First blood actually going over to Chei, and here comes Winged arriving from the mid lane. Kramer, he falls, cannot finish off Pilot in the end. That's going to be 2 kills going over to Jhin, kicking things off to a very nice start.
If the flashes weren't used, you just leave it. But with the flashes used, very nicely done.
Yep, there's 5 summoners burned out by CJ. Now BDD with nowhere to go, no flash or heal available. He falls as well. This is not looking good for CJ. I was almost going to say Jhin. It's looking great for them.
All the pins came tumbling down, resulting from that first move.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. TP's coming in though, however, from Trace. This might just be turned on its head here against CJ. TP matched by Untara, roots down Trace. He's taking a lot of damage, will get stunned up by these concussive blows.
Jhin is going to get there first.
Yeah, down below half HP, here comes Kuzan and Winged around the wall. Untara looking like he's going to be the target. Takes a hell of a lot, he goes down. Kuzan finds him, but this is going to be the curtain call. Coming through, Trace right in the face of this Jhin. Can he finish him off the last shot? Not enough, but BD is there for the follow-up. Huge Emperor Divide comes through, Pilot gets exhausted, he goes down, and now Winged, very low as well, will fall. BDD's gone down, but Kramer is still alive and well. Locks down Kuzan with the W, forces the flash over the wall with the distortion, and he will get out alive, but that's 3 members for 2, and CJ come out on top. This is going to be the second dragon going over to Jhin, no contention coming out from CJ.
CJ don't really have any pressure in the area.
Yep, that's not going to happen. TP is coming in, they're trying to make a play here. Nice cast by Bubbling, locking him up, and Chei goes down. Wings jumping over the wall. Kramer kind of blindly firing a shot. So he's somewhere in here. Tries to find it, cannot. Nice pick by Bubbling. TP's coming in from Trace. The cask is not available. So wonder what are Madlife and Kramer going to do to try to get out of this one. The depth charge coming through. Madlife body blocking. Sonic Wave not going to connect, but look at that Dragon's Rage. Nice flash away by Kramer, keeping himself on the backside of this fight. Madlife taking up the front. Untara joining as well from the side. Looks like everybody just targeting the front line, trying to whittle down Trace's HP. Chei jumps away. Looks like this might be the re-engage as Chei does come back around the sidelines. Kuzan over there actually gets the Mimic popped from that W from Kramer, very nicely aimed, but they're going to have to back off.
Probably going to have to be a defensive teleport rather than an offensive one.
Yeah, well, we can see this is already down to half HP. They throw in the Scrying Orb. They have to get here. It's just going to go down. So CJ not collapsing fast enough to get Winged and Chei in the pit. They're just going to dash and flash over the wall. And that's going to be all she wrote. Untara tried to TP in, but Trace interrupted it. Looks like with the dredge line.
Okay, there's a world where...
Oh, BDD gets jumped on. Chunks down to half HP from Kuzan. Can't return much damage. Winged in the jungle. Does have that flash available. They lock him down. He's taking a bit of damage. Looks like he might go down. Nope. Nice dash over to the side. Will keep him safe. This is CJ looking like they just cannot find a fight.
I think you're right, actually. I've heard about that.
Oh, maybe Ryan needs to pay royalties for that one. Yeah, Bubbling trying to go in. Cask is going to go wide.
Party Cask.
Not able to find anything. Chei and Pilot just roaming around the other side. Bubbling takes a good chunk of damage from Kuzan. Untara goes in.
Split.
Yeah, they are split off. Glacial Fissure gets used. Looks like CJ are postured to be able to take this dragon, but they have to still respect Jhin.
You have to respect Wing 1 level up, and he's got the execute damage on the Lucian.
Yep.
They're rushing it down though, CJ.
Yeah, they're trying to get onto this as quickly as possible. Wing comes to the pit, but it's actually going to be confirmed by Bubbling. Wing flashes away, still stuck in here, kicks Untara into Madlife. They'll take a little bit of damage. It's going to be the Alistar ultimate pop here. Kuzan coming in the backside. Does root down BDD. Looks like he will be able to run out with his life. Meanwhile, the rest of CJ just collapsing onto Trace, trying to kill this front line. He gets rooted down by the W from Kramer, and Kramer finds the kill. Curtain Call comes in, actually dashes into it, but he gets out of range, so Kuzan will live. Just going to be 1 kill and the Dragon, all on Wing to try to get this steal. Chei and Pilot are here as well. Let's see how much damage they can get down. Yeah, Wing throws out the Sonic Wave, though, has to follow it in now or else it's going to expire. Madlife, fantastic play over the wall, knocking him away, denying the potential for the steal. And that's going to be the Baron confirmed coming in from Bubbling. Untara getting rooted down, but he's still a very tanky Maokai. Throws out that Maelstrom, and he's going to be able to back out of this one.
Winged.
Coming around the side, the Dragon's Rage is available, but I don't know if it would do enough damage. Oh, okay though. More action continuing here. Bubbling going deep. It's going to be TP in from Untara. Let's see if he can find a grab. He's just going to run back and forth like a madman. We can see triple cannon, Baron-empowered minions coming into this wave. This could be the inhibitor falling. Calling gets used, but it's barely scratching the surface. Winged on the sidelines, trying to find a pinch. He can go in for the insect play, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to find it. And this inhibitor is going down.
Jhin have no way to 5v5 at this present point. They cannot scratch the front line from CJ. They don't even need to get an auto attack range. Cannon minions will do it for them.
In their favor, top lane stacking up quite nicely.
Ult time.
This is going to be Kramer doing his best Fury impression, using the Curtain Call off the bat. Not really going to be able to hit anybody, but he does a lot of damage and clears out that wave.
That's worth it, I think.
Oh yeah, pretty great. Bubbling though, getting stunned up here. Take a little bit of damage. Sand Tower goes down. Just teleport. They have a couple wards above them. Kramer's just going to throw up the Curtain Call again. Trying to find Pilot, but Chei is there to block these shots.
Teleport.
Yep, this is going to be the TP in the backside. They do spot this out as they do have a ward in that brush. Trace coming in. It's going to be the depth charge over onto BDD, who's dashing away. Kuzan is there though for the follow-up. They spot him out with the ward. Chain only going to connect onto Madlife. Untara still very tanky in the front line. CJ playing this really nicely so far.
To also put down the scrying.
Oh, they're actually going to bait this out. Wing gets locked in, tries to throw down the ward to dash to it. Can he get to it in time? He does dash away, and the Hex Trigger gets popped. Bubbling goes in though, finds Chei, who's taking a bit of damage. Wing still playing really far forward, throws out the Dragon's Rage, has to flash away. Untara, meanwhile, has found Trace on the backside. They root him with a W from the Jhin. Kuzan goes in. Can he find a target? Gets onto BDD, has to flash the wall though as the exhaust comes out. Kramer follows, and will take him down with the help of Bubbling. Curtain Call comes out, not too many targets as Chei does barely get out of range, but that should be a very easy second Dragon going over to CJ.
Yeah, Jhin, I don't know why Winged was so far up. He basically baited that engage by just going for Raptors of all things. 40-minute Raptors, mate, you don't need those.
Yeah, it's just going to be the calling from Pilot, but we can see they can't even contest this tower. It's going to go down.
Face tank the turret. This is face tank the current. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, this is going to be 2 inhibitors falling here in Jhin base. 20 seconds still on Kuzan. Don't think CJ can stick around for too much else as they have a massive wave in their top side. All of them sitting. Oh, Bubbling. Oh, Bubbling. Don't walk up. Bubbling, don't do it. No, he knows there's a ward. They go in. They pop him down. Kuzan finds the kill. Untara in the thick of things. Maybe he has to reconsider this and start backing out. He's going to get locked up by those concussive blows. Kramer in the backside with that depth charge chasing him. Well, BDD goes in.
BDD!
A nice Emperor's Divide, but he's going to get popped. Pilot finds the kill. Untara looking like he's going to go down. And just like that, Jhin are turning this on its head. 60 seconds before the Azir comes back up. I think Jhin just found themselves a Baron.
The pick comp working in the late game with the gank rush. We so frequently see this attempted, but so rarely does it actually work. Crazily it does. There's a Curtain Call.
Yeah, Kramer just firing
Chei
off his shots. Chei, does he pull the last trigger? He does not. Oh, he actually does go down. The Baron finishes off Chei.
Deathfire touch actually on the last hit.
Deathfire. Okay, you're right.
Well, that's one Baron buff tonight, I guess. You need to be 5-man at all times. Someone dies, the game is over.
Makes sense, but the Dragon has been started up. It's getting melted down by Pilot. Wing coming around the sidelines, has that Sonic Wave on it. Let's see who's going to confirm it.
We
it's
got it.
going to be Jhin for the 5th Dragon. BDD getting knocked up and grabbed up by that dredge line in the backside of this fight. Kuzan goes in. Emperor's Divide just to keep them away. So far, Trace all on his lonesome, away from the rest of his team. Could go down, but he's actually going to get out of here. Kuzan, Chain's not going to connect. This is very scary. Pilot gets rooted by the W, but Trace is here to
Trace
just body block.
All right, then.
Have fun with it.
Will it break his shield? No.
Nope. It's not going to do a damn thing.
Only Pilot who's never going to get to the back line either.
Ooh.
So, nice smite.
He lands the Sonic Wave. Bubbling's there, however, so Wing doesn't want to follow that.
Honestly, I think with Kramer's flashdown, you give it up.
I don't think you can. You see this thing is just taking so much damage.
Yeah.
It's going to go down. Bubbling actually going in on the Trace. This is a pretty bad idea. Going to have to back off, throws out the cast to disengage them. And now this is just going to be a turtle fest from CJ as they put their head between their legs and hold on for dear life.
They changed around his kit. That's what we see today.
And thank God.
Kuzan's rooted.
Yeah. Taking a lot of damage, dashes away, Chase there to body block the rest of these.
Don't be misled. If he took all 4 shots, he would have died.
Oh no, he absolutely would have died. Not at the last time. Dragon down below half HP. It's do or die time. It's going to be Gragas, takes it away. So CJ holding on for dear life. Untara down to half HP. The depth charge goes in on the BDD, locks him in. Kuzan goes in deep, gets on to Kramer. Nice heal comes through, keeping him alive. Emperor's Divide to push away the rest of the team. This is going to be the curtain call, but they just have to back off. CJ on the run for dear life. Looks like they may be able to get out of this alive.
Remember, they're going towards Jin's base this way.
Yeah, and Kuzan still pinching from the top side. This is so bad for CJ. They get the steal, but can they even get out with their lives for it to even matter? You can see all of Jhin just pushing up this river. Chei coming in from the sidelines, Wings there as well.
Jhin should just keep walking towards this inhibitor. They have a big minion wave pushing them. Maybe they just want to delay and allow the minions to take out eventually this top lane inhibitor.
I do not see a way that CJ get out of this without losing a couple members. Kuzan is still a very healthy LeBlanc. Chei coming in. The Glacial Fisher's not quite available. They might actually try to turn this back on. Yeah, GA still available for Trace, however. And CJ posturing back and forth. Have to be so careful. Bubbling one shot away from getting stunned out. Looks like they're going to go ahead.
Trace.
They go on the Trace. They lock him up. Can they pop the GA? Looks like they will. He's going to rejoin this fight. Kuzan goes in. Chunks PDD down to half HP. Goes back in. Can he confirm the kill? He cannot. He goes down. But that's going to be Kramer falling as well. This fight is just all over the place at the moment. Trace with that GA comes back online, and there's just no damage now from the side of CJ with BD and Kramer down. They just have to run out of here. But just like that, everybody falling except for Bubbling. I think this is going to be the end of the game.
I don't think Bubbling can recreate his heroics from last game. CJ had nowhere to run. They were caught in a bad spot.
They shouldn't have re-engaged. They should have just ran up the lane.
They would not have gotten out, and their issue was that the cooldown rotation from Kuzan is so much shorter than anything on the side of CJ. So Mimic Distortion finally got its target the second time. BDD and Kramer, the first two to die, and no minion wave to stop the Bubbling. Sorry.
Yep, that is a heartbreaker here for CJ. Another 56-minute game, not quite making it to 60. Bubbling doing everything that he can to stay alive. First Nexus Tower falls. Bubbling still alive somehow.
Still 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's so far off for anybody to come back that can possibly stop this Nexus from going down. That's going to be the second tower. That's going to be the Nexus and the second game, tying it up. Jhin GREENWINGS taking us to game 3.
Nice short game 2, only 57 minutes this time.